It's gonna get weird now.
Trent Harris might be regarded as a
local legend. My job is to terrorize the public, so I do that in different ways. Sometimes with films, sometimes with videos, sometimes with books, and sometimes I write magazine articles. This is good. I picked this up in Turkmenistan recently. I was on a little trip to Turkmenistan, which is a weird country.
I know it well.
Yeah, just north of Afghanistan. And they wash their clothes in barf there. So, Monica Lewinsky candy bar. This guy here in his truck saw this UFO and took a picture of it. I've been collecting these things. This is an actual abductee. From the 50s, a woman that was abducted. I guess it made her hat green like that. I don't know. To another book I wrote called Mondo, Utah, a collection of extreme weirdness from the land of Zion. It's a lot of true stories about goofball stuff out of Utah. The Wild Goose Chronicles. And it's basically me running around the world, sometimes chasing Peace Corps girls. That's what this book is about. It was the week of the LA riots, and my house had nearly been burned to the ground. And my first feature film, Rubin Ed, had just been released. Nobody went. The city was in a particularly mean mood, and a film about two Republicans trying to bury a frozen cat just didn't seem to strike the right chord. The critics were in a mean mood, too. One doofus called my film the worst movie of the decade. About that same time, my girlfriend, Laura, mysteriously transformed herself into an icy pit bull and walked out the door. Yes, I was in a cranky mood, but I was not, and I want to make this perfectly clear, in the midst of a midlife crisis. Anyway, it was time to leave Hollywood, so I climbed in my old car and headed out. Plan 10 from Outer Space. This is a movie I made. It's kind of a satire about Mormons.
What is that?
A Joseph Smith Sphinx.
I know, but what is it?
A Joseph Smith Sphinx.
This is not the place.
Well, one critic from the Boston Globe said the kind of mind that makes the kind of movies I make should have his driver's license taken away.
Is it a labor of love?
Well, yeah. I mean, I drive a 20-year-old car, and I live in a small apartment, and basically spend all of my money on my projects. So I don't make any money, but you know, I used to make a lot of money, and I was miserable. I was really unhappy. I spent like 13 years in Hollywood, and it was probably the worst time of my whole life. You know, if they dropped a bomb on that place, I wouldn't care.